Uh, Sukhino Bhavantu. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are this evening to radiate the feeling of love and happiness all around us as we celebrate the 32nd Founders Day of Indian School Wadi Kabir. A warm and pleasant to those who are present here. It is time for yet another day of the year to exhibit the talents of all our stars, our students. And despite the setback posed by the pandemic, we have done our best to overcome various hurdles and utilize the online platform effectively, not only for our academic classes, but also for co-scholastic and cultural activities. And this evening on the online platform, we have assembled our success. We are extremely happy to have you with us today to share in our joy and delightful moments and to be a part of what we are. We would like to thank each one of you for your gracious presence here this evening. Before we begin, let's acknowledge with gratitude His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq Al Said for his graciousness and beneficence. May the Almighty bestow choicest blessings on His Majesty and the wonderful people of Oman. Now, allow us to speak about the evening's proceedings.
This year's Founders Day program will commence with the lighting of the ceremonious lamp, followed by a rendition of the national anthems of Oman and India. After the welcome address, our cultural program will kickstart with a dance sequence by the senior section of our school, after which the honorary president will address the gathering. The Hindustani choir of the senior school will then entertain us with a melodious rendition. And then the staff who've completed either 30, 25, 20, 15, or 10 years of service in our school shall be honored. Our school principal, Mr. D.N. Rao, will then read out the annual report. And then we shall have a dance performance by the primary section of our school.
Continuing with the program, our Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Shri Amit Narang, Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman, will address the gathering on this momentous occasion. Following the Chief Guest's speech, the Academic Excellence Awards shall be presented to the students of classes 10 and 12, after which we shall present a performance by the students of the kindergarten section. Next, we shall witness the third phase of presentation of Special Achievement Awards. The evening shall come to an end with a rendition by the Western Music Choir of the senior school and the vote of thanks. Between the programs, we'll have short videos depicting India's glorious path towards progress. We hope that you shall enjoy this happy and memorable evening.
It's a very special day for the family of ISWK as we're celebrating the 32nd Founders Day. And we are fortunate to have an eminent dignitary as our chief guest, His Excellency Shri Amit Narang, the Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to announce the presence of our chief guest, His Excellency Shri Amit Narang, the Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman. Please accord him a warm welcome.
Relationship with light is as old as our beginnings. We've always been drawn towards light. It stands for auspiciousness, prosperity, and abundance. Light brings brightness. In doing so, it dispels darkness and we begin to see things clearly. Knowledge removes ignorance, just as light dispels darkness. The lighting of an oil lamp is regarded as to bow down to knowledge. May I invite our esteemed chief guest, His Excellency Sri Amit Narang, to kindle the light of knowledge in our hearts and minds. You, sir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we request you to pay due reverence as the national anthem of Oman, followed by the national anthem of India, is being played.
It is a proud moment for all of us as we celebrate the 51st National Day of Oman this year. On behalf of the School Management Committee, we extend warm greetings to all our Omani friends and their families. Oman is one of the safest and friendliest countries in the world, according to Expat Insider 2021. Oman has seen a remarkable rise, and thanks to the visionary leader, His Majesty Haitham bin Tariq Al Said, today Oman can boast of bridges, roads and highways, dams and desalination plants, public utilities, high-speed internet, world-class sports and cultural centers. Hundreds of education and healthcare facilities attest to the success of his modernization program. Within a short time span, Oman has earned the reputation of being a modern, stable, and inclusive state. We, the Indian expatriates, are fortunate indeed to enjoy a world-class quality of life in a country that is modern, peaceful, and full of natural beauty.
Kasya Darshanam. Even in difference, see the unity, unique among all the nations of the world. As we are on the threshold of celebrating 75 glorious years of independence of our motherland, we have yet another reason to be proud. When India turned 75 on August 15, 2022, it will mark a moment that comes but rarely in history when we step out of a new India, an era where India begins its journey to become a global leader in thought and action. Hence, it's only apt that we have the same theme running this program. On 14th August at midnight, when the clock struck 12 and when more than half the world was asleep, India awoke to freedom, finally free from centuries of foreign rule. When India became independent, there was joy, a long freedom struggle, and the sacrifice of millions over decades finally led to self rule. And what a remarkable journey it was under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. For in striving for its own freedom, India showed the world the path of non-violent resistance. Indians would fight right to decide their own destiny. From that day, India began her saga of success and development. Let's have a few glimpses of the journey. Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
May I now invite Safin Sarfaraz Wagle, Sanvi Bhanuprasad, and Amal Tajdar from our primary wing to formally welcome the August gathering.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed with great excitement and joy that we welcome one and all to this evening's program, the Founders Day 2021. We celebrate this day as the second virtual Founders Day, and it's essentially the 32nd Founders Day celebration at ISWK, a day of joy, triumph, and celebration. Honorable Chief Guest for the evening, His Excellency Shri Amit Narang, Ambassador of India to Sultanate of Oman, distinguished guests and invitees, members of the School Management Committee of ISWK, principal and staff of the ISWK family, parents, and my dear fellow students. Good evening and a warm and hearty welcome to the 32nd Founders Day celebration.
We are all set to commence with the proceedings for today's program, and we are overjoyed to have in our midst our Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Shri Amit Narang, Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman, who, with his gracious presence, has added to the grandeur of this special evening. It is my profound privilege to welcome you, sir. Thank you for your time and presence.
I think sound is not audible.
His Excellency Shri Amit Narang assumed charge as Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman on October 24, 2021. Prior to this appointment, Ambassador Narang headed the Indian Ocean Region Division of India's Ministry of External Affairs, handling India's bilateral relations with its key maritime neighbors. Ambassador Narang has also served as the Chief Vigilance Officer of the MEA and was also in charge of India's consular and visa policy, dealing with interventions aimed at the welfare of overseas Indian diaspora. Ambassador Narang is a member of the Indian Foreign Service since 2001 and started his career in the MEA with a stint in the External Publicity Division, dealing with Indian and foreign media. Ambassador Narang has served twice in the People's Republic of China.
His Excellency Shri Narang has a rich experience in multilateral diplomacy, handling the United Nations portfolio in the MEA. He, with a team, represented India in the meetings of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Ambassador Narang's interests include photography, bird watching, sports, and a love for languages, history, and culture. His contribution as Ambassador of India has been immense. Sir, Your presence amongst us is deeply appreciated, and yet another time I extend to you a very warm welcome.
I also welcome Sheikh Anil Khimji, Chief Patron of our school, Shri Kiran Ashar of the Education Cell, Shri Rajendra Ved, Executive Director, ISWK, Mr. Alkesh Joshi, and Mrs. Gargi Chugh, Honorary Presidents of the ISWK School Managing Committees, members of the Business Merchant Community and Education Cell, officials of the Indian Embassy, Muscat, personnel from the Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman, members of the school management committees, the staff, parents, and students of the ISWK family. I extend to you all a warm, cordial welcome to the 32nd Founders Day celebration.
It is said our diversity should not be seen as a weakness, but as our greatest strength. It is only by working together that we can build a resilient and thriving nation. This year, India celebrated 75 years of her independence. Keeping this milestone in mind, the theme selected for our Founders Day celebration this evening is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The Wadi Kabirians have woven together themes connected to our magnificent motherland India, highlighting her glory and her achievements and celebrating her august presence all around the globe. And on that note, it's a warm, heartfelt, and genial welcome to one and all to the 32nd Founders Day celebration of Indian School Al-Wadi Al-Kabir.
Thank you, students, for welcoming this distinguished gathering. I dance because there's no greater feeling in the world than moving a piece of music and letting the rest of the world disappear. Vande Mataram, Bande Mataram, Mother, I bow to thee. An ode to the motherland played a vital role in the Indian independence movement, first sung in a political context by Rabindranath Tagore at the 1896 session of the Indian National Congress. It became a popular song for political activism and the Indian freedom movement in 1905.
The students of the senior wing of ISWK will take you on a wonderful sequence of dances highlighting the theme, India at 75. And I'm sure these nimble-footed dancers will take your breath away as they dance into the scintillating music. Now is the time to energize yourselves. Let's watch how the artists of the ISWK senior wing capture the spirit of independence through their expressions. Keeping with the theme of the song, let's fill our hearts with patriotism, allegiance, and constancy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our young dancers.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Shasya Shamala, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini, सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरं 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 एहसास थोड़ा तो जगाए अपने दिलों में क्या नाम है अपना जहां में खड़े हैं कहाँ पे हम वंदे मातरम है हमें जाना कहाँ और चले हैं कहाँ पे हमसे पूछे ये बात रे वतन वंदे मातरम
एक तेरा नाम है साचा हो एक तेरा नाम है साचा मन मेरी आने पाचा बस नाम तेरा माँ हो एक पहचान मेरी तू ही जिंद जान मेरी तू ही जहान मेरा माँ
तुझ पे वार ना 100 वारी जान मैं तुझ पे वार ना 100 वारी जान मैं तेरे कुर्बान मेरी माँ वंदे
घड़ी है देखो सबसे बड़ी मुझसे बस 2 कदम पे देखो जीत खड़ी है मुझे कब से इंतजार था आज की शाम का अब देखो क्या करता है ये बंदा हिंदुस्तान का जो किसी के भी आगे झुका नहीं हाँ मैं हूँ उस देश का बैठ के ले नजारा इस ट्रैबल और बेस का सीधा चलूं या चलूं ढाई ढाई चाल मैं खेल मेरा होगा ये देख लंबी रेस का मिट्टी का कर्ज है मैं मर के भी चुकाऊंगा तुझे मिट्टी कर दूंगा या फिर मिट्टी में मिल जाऊंगा जो भी कहा था मैं वो करके दिखाऊंगा इंडिया से हूँ खाली हाथ नहीं जाऊंगा मैं जब के पकड़ झाड़ दूंगा तुझको मैं उखाड़ दूंगा जहाँ से तू आया है ना वहीं तुझे गाड़ दूंगा तेरी जमीन पे आज तुझे ही पछाड़ दूंगा झंडा इंडिया का बेटे गाड़ दूंगा या हारू मुझे कोई परवाह नहीं तुमको मैं दिखाऊं मुझे कोई परवाह नहीं माँ ही मेरा रब है मेरी माँ ही मेरा पीर मेरी माँ के पैरों के अलावा कोई दरगाह नहीं नाचूंगा नाचूंगा मुझको फितूर है नाचूंगा नाचूंगा दिल मजबूर है आज की शाम मेरी माँ के है नाम मेरी माँ मुझे देखेगी नाचना जरूर है मैं जीतूं या हारू मुझे नाचना जरूर है मेरी माँ मुझे देखेगी नाचना जरूर है नाचना जरूर है मुझे नाचना जरूर है माँ मुझे नाचना जरूर है माँ मेरी देखेगी नाचना जरूर है
रंग केसर शूरा वाले रंग सब्ज खिली फुलकारियां ओ रंग चिट्टा नीयत साफ तो ओ रंग तीनों जान से प्यारे रंग तीनों जान से प्यारे
रंग मेरे माई का रंग सच्चाई का हर अच्छाई का है माए माए माए
रंग तेरी रीत का रंग तेरी प्रीत का रंग तेरी जीत का ही छाए छाए कैसे मैं छुपावा तेरा एहसान माए तेरी चुनरिया लहराए
जब तक मुझ में है जरा सी जान माई तेरी चुनरिया लहराए
इसका तेरा नाम है साचा हो
वंदे मातरम वंदे
That was truly breathtaking. I'm sure we were all mesmerized by their grace and perfect synchronization. Let's hear it again for those gracious dancers. Good plans shape good decisions. And that's why good planning helps to make elusive dreams come true, said Lester R. Biddle, an American industrialist. A good leader is not only clear about his own goals, but also about what his team should be shooting for. For this reason, clear planning is crucial in that it allows everyone involved to conceptualize where they want to go and how exactly they are going to get there. We have a far-sighted and eminent leader in Mr. Alkesh Joshi, who, as the honorary president of ISWK, pilots this great institution and provides a platform for everyone to conceptualize their dreams.
The school managing committee, headed by the honorary president, Mr. Alkesh Joshi, makes every effort to take the school to ever greater heights and is committed to excellence in every aspect concerning the school. He has always inspired us to do great things and has spared no efforts to impart the highest standards of excellence in the field of education. On this auspicious occasion, on behalf of the School Managing Committee, may I call upon our Honorary President, Mr. Alkesh Joshi, to address the gathering and enlighten them about his vision for the school. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Alkesh Joshi. Sir, the platform is yours.
Thank you, Esther and Franz. A very good evening and namaskar to our chief guest, Your Excellency Shri Amit Narangji, the Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman. I want to take this opportunity to welcome Shri Anil Khimji, Shri Kiran Ashar, Shri Rajubhai Ved, and other members of the education cell at Hindu Mahajan, members of the Merchant Banyan community, Dr. Shiva Manikam, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Indian Schools in Oman, my colleagues at the board, presidents, principals of all Indian schools, and my fellow colleagues at the School Management Committee. I would like to welcome our dear parents and our dear students for this evening's function. I would like to take this opportunity to pray to Almighty to grant good health and long life to our beloved leader, His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, and the benevolent government of Oman for extending all the support to our community to live and prosper in this blessed land of Oman. On this day, we also remember and pray to God for our founding father, late Shri Kanakshi Gokuldas Khimji, who has been an inspirational leader, a true institutional builder, and we are enjoying the fruits of his efforts and vision today. It has been an evening filled with fanfare and lovely performances put together by our children to commemorate our 32nd Founders Day celebration. I will take this opportunity to provide a very brief summary of what we have been doing at ISWK. Certainly, Mr. Rao will provide a more detailed and colorful account of our achievements. Over the past 1 year, our students, along with the efforts from their teachers and parents, have delivered an exceptional academic performance. Commerce toppers a record result with Oman third topper. First position in school and third in Oman, Vidushi Jagnani. Second position shared by two students, Abhijit Prasad Nair and Shashank Rajaram. Third position also shared by two students, Austin Denny and Hasti Milind Sampath. Science also delivered exceptional result, a record result with one Oman third topper. First position in the school and third in Oman, Ashfaq Jalal Muhammad Abbas Nisha. Second position, Sayanti Maiti. Third position, Marina Saji. Class 10 also delivered exceptional results. School first position, Shan Sheetal Vora. Second position, Megha Menon. And third position, Antariksh Das. 10th standard students secured 600% results in standard mathematics, 4 in science, and 4 in French. 10 standard results, we achieved a record of 98.8% pass. 12th standard also recorded a pass percentage of 98.8. Overall step up in our academic excellence, absolutely. Class 12, 285 students appeared, 159 in science stream and 126 in commerce, and we have achieved 100% pass marks. 250 students scored 75% and above. 384 students appeared for class 10 CBSE examinations and came out with flying colors. 94 students crossed 91% and above marks. We've also, done exceedingly well in our sports arena, as they say that all study and no play makes Jack a dull boy. We have not, shied away from our sporting accolades as well. Amanpreet Singh is an ex-student of ISWK, got selected for the Oman cricket team that represented the T20 World Cup. Janani Ananta Kumar, ex-student of ISWK, stood 13th in All India badminton rankings in singles category and 7th in mixed doubles category. Jai Dhania, ex-cricket player of 2020-21 batch, has been selected by BCCI to play for Tamil Nadu women's cricket team. Jijo Joy, our student of grade 10, with a rating of 2,202 in chess, is on the way to achieving his dreams of becoming a grandmaster in chess very soon, a grandmaster in the near future. We had been faced with an unprecedented challenge of COVID-19, and the virtual learning and virtual functioning came into our lives. As they say, that every dark cloud comes with a silver lining, and virtual mode presented us with an enormous opportunity to seamlessly collaborate across the world. One masterpiece example of this is the phenomenal event recently delivered by ISWK, along with the Board of Directors of Indian Schools, Avenir 2021. We went global for the first time and provided an opportunity to our learners to get exposed to global universities and motivational speakers from across the globe. We had Mr. Manoj Ahuja, IAS, Chairman of CBSE, Mr. Saurav Ganguly, Dr. Biswajit Saha, Director, Skill Education and Training, CBSE, Sri Ravi Shankar, and many more eminent motivational speakers. Some of the statistics of this event are exceptional, such as 10,000 plus students and parents participated in Avenir 2021 from 20 countries. 78 universities were present, 54 motivational speakers spoke at the event, and 190 plus sessions over a 9-day period were conducted. During the pandemic, we provided concessions worth Omani Riyal 300,000 to support the needy parents. We continue to provide an educational support to a girl child where parents are in need of support. We have added 2 new floors from an infrastructure development perspective, with classrooms in our nursery and KG facility with 40 new classrooms and activity rooms. We are completely ready to physically welcome our learners in January 2022, provided it is safe to do so. We will be commencing our nursery classes from the KG building from April 2022 onwards. We have upgraded our internet facility to ensure that our teachers and students are able to continue the hybrid mode of education should a need arise. We have recently completed the ERP implementation at ISWK, and we have also ensured that our facilities are fully ready and safe from a COVID readiness perspective. All of the above are a testimony of the efforts put in by each and every member of the ISWK team, of teachers and support staff, without whom this would not have been possible. We would not have delivered this kind of success without my fellow SMC members who have relentlessly stood by me and the school in delivering excellence in education to our dear students. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the students and parents without whom we would not have been able to achieve the above accolades and celebrate. I would like to end by a quote by a very famous personality, Albert Einstein. Education is not the learning of facts, but training of the mind to think. Thank you very much, and I hope you really enjoy the rest of the program. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement. We are grateful to receive the constant support of the school managing committee, and we promise that we shall strive relentlessly to come up to your expectations.
1960 to 69. Along with the joy of freedom, there was a clear recognition that independence came with tremendous challenges and responsibilities. Beginning with food security and enhancing agricultural production, India began to make her presence felt in the world in all spheres, from sports to space, and from cultural diversity to cultural unity, at the same time ensuring that freedom for the nation is translated into freedom for citizens.
have the power to achieve life simply by opening your mind to your dreams. You can create beauty, but without it, everything is dull and gray. Be the light in someone's darkness, no matter what challenges may arise. We must step into the light and move forward. The Hindustani Music Choir and Orchestra will present a beautiful melody titled Ruko Nahi, Badhe Chalo. Andhakar mein prakash bante, Badhe Chalo. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Hindustani Choir of ISWK. It was marvelous to see the audience immerse themselves in this soulful rendition by our young singers.
The strength of any educational institution is its dedicated teachers and other faculty members. Today, we have on screen here some of our very dear teachers and staff who have completed a number of years of service to the school. May I invite Mrs. Roshni Majumdar, HOD of the Department of English, and Mr. Soni PC, Senior Faculty Member, to take you through this segment.
Thank you so much, Disha. In today's culture, service awards are meant to strengthen relationship and appreciate the dedicated efforts of the staff. A very pleasant evening to our Honorable Chief Guest, Your Excellency Shri Amit Narang, and all other distinguished guests and invitees. Namaste. Today's function marks the giving away of service awards to teachers and staff who have put in 30, 25, 20, 15, or 10 years of service to ISWK. This evening, a significant number of ISWK staff, both teaching and non-teaching, receive a badge of distinction for their dedicated service. To begin with, I have the proud privilege of announcing the name of our very dear teacher of the primary wing, Mrs. Jagjit Kaur, who has completed 30 glorious years of devoted service. Mrs. Jagjit Kaur's patience and calm demeanor are her strengths. Her interaction with her students and focus on offering the best practices in making Hindi an interesting subject are appreciated by the children. Her long years of service to ISWK are indeed commendable. Badhai ho, ma'am.
Next to be honored is Mrs. Shirley Sajan Kuthur, completing a quarter-century of dedicated service. She welcomes parents, students, and staff with a ready, charming smile. Besides handling the responsibility of the school nurse, she performs various other tasks as well, such as manning the reception desk and taking care of the admissions. She is well loved by everyone who gets in contact with her. Congratulations, Shirley.
Allow me to move on to the felicitation of staff who have put in 20 years of dedicated service to ISWK. In this segment, we have Mrs. Agnes Stephen Arhana from the Science Department of the Senior Wing. She is most pleasant, genial, with a heart of gold. She is the cultural coordinator who lends a hand in meticulously planning all cultural programs. Mrs. Agnes is a dexterous cook and is popular among the staff for her fine culinary skills. Congratulations, ma'am.
Next to receive the award is Mrs. Aruna Sharma of the primary wing, who has put in 2 decades of valuable service. Mrs. Aruna's expertise in the subject of Hindi and her love for subject make her an exemplary teacher. Her gentle interaction with students, her patience, and her meaningful delivery of lessons are sets the students in her care. Congrats, ma'am.
Up next is Mr. Anil Battare, the very vivacious HOD of Hindi at the senior wing, also completing 2 decades of service to the school. His great sense of humor enlivens and spices up programs conducted by the Hindi department. He has served conscientiously and diligently, always ensuring that his students not only build prowess in all academic areas, but also build on their character and personality. He's a keen professional with an eye for detail. He is painstaking and mindful of the concerns of the teachers under his care. Badhai ho, Anilji.
The next recipient is Mrs. Sujata Jasrani of the primary wing, who is being commended for 20 years of service to the institution. Mrs. Sucheta's dedication and commitment towards her responsibilities are at all times taken seriously by her, and she ensures that her students always reap the best from her guidance, expertise, and know-how. Her proficiency, competence, and meaningful contributions are her assets. Congratulations, Sucheta, ma'am. The next awardee to receive the commendation is Dr. Matthew Philip, coordinator of the Malayalam department, who has also put in 2 decades of devoted service to the school. He's a very dedicated teacher, a published author, well-versed in Tamil, and has translated a number of books to Malayalam. He's soft-spoken and extremely organized. Congratulations. Anumodanangal Ashamsagal, Matthew, sir.
Coming up next is Mrs. Seema Ghosh Dastidar, senior teacher of the Department of French, who has completed 20 years of dedicated service. She contributes wholeheartedly to ensure that her students master the foreign language, French, with great ease. Mrs. Seema brought laurels to school with a stupendous result of 10 students scoring centum in the Class 10 CBSE exam held in 1920. And again 4 students scoring centum in 2020. In collaboration with Gulf French Teachers Forum, she conducted a webinar for all French teachers in the Gulf region in 2020. Félicitations, Madame.
Presenting on screen next is Mr. Ernst George Schwan, the Vice Principal of the primary school. His towering personality and booming voice announces his presence in the most pronounced ways. His experience and expertise in the field of education have stood him in good stead in training the staff and students of the primary school. Being dedicated and committed, his contributions are noteworthy. He is also an accomplished singer who can take away your blues through his melodious renditions. Congrats, Mr. Sean. Moving on to the distinguished group of teachers and staff who have completed 15 years of service. We begin with Mrs. Iman Khalifa Kalfan Al-Waheba, our very dear Omani staff. She is sincere in her work and possesses an amiable personality. Mabruk, ma'am.
Next, Mrs. Pallavi Gokhale receives this prestigious award for putting in 15 years of dedicated service to school. A committed teacher at the kindergarten level, Mrs. Pallavi is an immensely creative teacher with a cordial disposition. She's extremely passionate and always does her best for the children under her care. She plans, prepares, and delivers 8 specific instructional activities that facilitate active learning experiences. Congratulations, ma'am.
The next awardee is Mrs. Dipali Patil of the kindergarten wing, who has completed 15 glorious years of service. A very hardworking and dedicated teacher, Mrs. Dipali possesses an affable demeanor and is very proficient in her approach. Being a conscientious and patient teacher, her students bond well with her. She is passionate about her work and believes in making a qualitative difference in the lives of her tiny tots. Congratulations, ma'am.
Up next, we have Mrs. Sucheta Chawla of the primary wing, also completing 15 years of dedicated service. Mrs. Sucheta Chawla possesses a pleasant, congenial demeanor and makes an excellent facilitator of the Hindi language. She maintains an excellent rapport with her students, and her lessons are always engaging, fun-filled, and outcome-based. Her commitment and dedication towards her duties are her positives. Congratulations, ma'am.
We now have on screen Mrs. Sheena Chandy, a very sincere mathematics teacher of the senior wing, who has completed 15 years of service. A committed teacher who is charming as well as caring. She is fond of playing the guitar and loves to spend quality time with children. Congratulations, Sheena.
Up next, it's Mrs. Jenisha Joseph, who has completed 15 years of service in the capacity of a senior school science teacher. She's gentle, charming, techno-savvy, and has a penchant for quizzing. She heads the quizzing team of ISWK and trains avid quizzers to win prestigious quiz competitions. Congratulations, ma'am.
Next, we have Mr. William Donald Simonti, also completing 15 years of service. A strong pillar of the physics department, held in high regard by his students and colleagues. Always young at heart, fun-loving, and an enthusiastic sportsman. Congratulations, Donley.
Completing 15 years of valuable service, we also have Mrs. Bandana Thakur, coordinator of mathematics department at the primary school. She shares her expertise in mathematics with her students and creates in them a love for the subject by engaging them in interesting learning strategies. Her dedication and commitment towards her responsibilities are her positive traits. Congratulations, ma'am.
The next awardee to have completed 15 years of service to ISWK is Mr. Mukesh Shamji Sambat, the chief accountant of ISWK, a jovial, amiable admin staff who is rich at heart. If you thought he only enjoys keeping accounts, you may be mistaken, as he is also fond of playing the piano and savoring pizzas. Mabruk Mukherjee.
Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to move on to those members of the faculty who have to their credit a decade of dedicated service. In this segment, the first awardee is Mr. Ajit Kumar Joseph, who possesses a quiet demeanor, is a very conscientious and courteous teacher belonging to the Social Science Department of Senior Wing. Mr. Ajit Kumar is caring and wholly committed to training young minds. Congratulations, sir.
Next on screen is Miss Hamida Hussain Ghulam Al-Balushi. Mrs. Hamida is a very dedicated and hardworking support staff. Her patience in interacting with children makes her the favorite auntie amongst children of the kindergarten. Her loving and affectionate ways are endearing to all. Mabruk, Mrs. Hamida.
Moving forward, we have Mrs. Rena Stella Peter. She's calm, composed, and always serene. Her quiet demeanor, persistence towards perfection, complete dedication and sincerity in everything that she undertakes makes her a cherished team member. Congratulations, ma'am.
Next on screen is Mrs. Kanchanlata Srivastava from the Department of English. A genial, soft-spoken, and approachable person. A Toastmaster who spares no efforts to do everything the best way possible. Her students look up to her for warmth and the endearing care that she willingly offers. Congratulations, ma'am.
The next awardee in this segment is Mrs. Snehal Chetan Jani, Cultural Coordinator at Primary School. Mrs. Snehal, as a music teacher, has been instrumental in creating that joy and a deep interest for music and song in the students that she has been teaching. Her enthusiasm to attempt innovative ideas and engage students in creative outpour have been her strengths. Congratulations, ma'am.
Up next is Mrs. Afni Mihir Gandhi. She is a very committed and affectionate teacher. She implements a variety of innovative activities to make her classes highly exciting and motivating for the children. She possesses robust IT skills and contributes towards creative, interactive teaching modules. Congratulations, ma'am.
On screen, we can now see Mrs. Sagaya Mary Lewis of the Primary Wing, with her focus towards several areas that strengthen student behavior. She ensures that the students in her care are well attended to and guided effectively, both in the academic as well as the areas of discipline. Congratulations, ma'am.
Next, we have Mr. Narottam Karsanbhai, a very hardworking and jovial support staff who is very friendly with all and always ready to render help whenever required. Mabruk, Narottam Bhai.
Moving on, we have Mrs. Neelam Kumari Songkla, a genial and dedicated teacher from the Hindi department of Senior Wing, who has put in 10 years of sincere service. A charming lady with an engaging smile who enjoys the simple pleasures of life. A passionate teacher with a positive approach to life. She loves dancing, singing, and acting. Badhai ho, ma'am.
Next on screen, we have Mrs. Jane Sonia from the Social Science Department, a very devoted and sincere teacher. Every year, she takes care of the UN mock assembly very efficiently, which is well received by all schools. An elegant and charming personality who is amiable and well loved by her students. Congratulations, Jane.
Next, we have Mrs. Lynn Marina Fernandez. She's always pleasant and is an excellent team player. Her vivacity and energy are contagious, and her students are always well-groomed, disciplined, active, and happy learners. She shares an amazing rapport with her students and the school fraternity. Her passion for teaching and love for children make her an efficient teacher. Congratulations, ma'am.
Coming up on screen next is Mr. Stanley V. Joseph. Melody, rhythm, and music are part and parcel of his life. While he hears music in every action around him, he has been very successful in training students and the choir groups for wonderful stage performances. He creates interesting techniques during his regular music classes, and children of the primary eagerly look forward to music classes conducted by him. Congratulations, Mr. Stanley.
The next awardee in this category is Mr. Srinivas Vanapatri, a polite, sincere, and dedicated non-teaching staff who has completed 10 years of service to the school. He's always there to help you whenever you need to get any important documents attested. He loves to watch movies in his leisure time. Mabruk, Srinivas.
Last but not the least in this category is Mrs. Rukmani Senthilnathan, the librarian at the senior school, who has completed 10 years of valuable service. Her charming personality, coupled with her strong work ethics, have made her popular among her students. She loves painting, traveling, gardening, and posing for selfies. Congratulations, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next category of awards is to felicitate teachers who have won the coveted Naveen Ashar Kazi Awards for Excellence in Teaching organized by the Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman in 2020-21. The first recipient of this prestigious award is Mrs. Varsha Jaisima of kindergarten. Mrs. Varsha Jaisima of kindergarten, in public recognition of her valuable and commendable services rendered to the community for the cause of education as a teacher of outstanding merit. Congratulations, ma'am. Up next, we have Mrs. Asha Mohan of the primary wing, who has been awarded for presenting innovative teaching practices of outstanding merit in the co-scholastic category. Congratulations, Asha ma'am. Moving on, it's time to felicitate Mrs. Ambika Padmanabhan for presenting innovative teaching practices of outstanding merit in the primary school category. Last, but certainly not the least, up on the screen is Mr. Shifas Bawa, in recognition of being graded among the top few teachers to qualify the benchmark for the Naveen Ashar Kazi Award for Excellence in Teaching 2020. Hearty congratulations to all the teaching and non-teaching staff of ISWK. That's a lovely picture of the star-studded galaxy of ISWK. Hearty congratulations once again. Thank you, and over to Disha.
Thank you, sir and ma'am. Let's hear it once again for our dear teachers.
The next phase from 1970 to 1979 saw the dawn of industrial growth, beginning with the White Revolution that changed India from a milk deficit nation to a milk surplus nation. It also saw the rise of the Iron Lady of India, Miss Indira Gandhi, and the multifaceted development hitherto unprecedented.
Leadership is lifting a person's vision to high heights, the raising of a person's performance to a higher standard, the building of a personality beyond its normal limitations, said Peter Drucker. A leader's role is to spur growth in their team and motivate each person to be the best version of themselves they can be. This is where training, preparation, and knowledge come into play. Leaders are those who empower others. We are indeed fortunate to have in Mr. D.N. Rao, our principal, a leader who spurs growth in his team and motivates each member to do his best for the school. Under his able direction, the school has excelled in various fields and holds a commendable position in the educational sector in the capital.
The accomplishments of our students in academics, sports, as well as co-curricular activities, despite the pandemic, have been praiseworthy this year. May I now invite our principal, Mr. D.N. Rao, to present the school annual report detailing the various activities and achievements of the academic year 2020-2021. Sir, we invite you to please present the annual report. Ladies and gentlemen, Principal Mr. D.N. Rao.
Children are the priority. Change is the reality. Collaboration is the strategy. Good evening, Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Shri Amit Naran, Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman, and all distinguished guests and invitees. ISWK had its humble beginning way back in 1941 as a Gujarati medium school set up for the children of the members of the business community. The school has grown over the decades and expanded to its present stature of being the most sought after school in the Sultanate of Oman, something that we all are very proud of. Our mission, vision and objectives have been focused all through with an aim to establish and maintain higher standards of excellence in education by creating an integrated and student-centered learning environment. At ISWK, we are committed to cultivating lifelong learners who will positively contribute to the needs and aspirations of the global society. In the firm belief that good education is the high road to personal and national progress, the school firmly believes in drawing out the best in each child in body, mind, and spirit, and ensuring that no child is left behind. With this in mind, the concept of integrating all academic and co-scholastic activities with the multiple intelligence skills has been the very backbone of the educational practices at ISWK and a unique feature of the school. At the outset, allow me to focus the spotlight on the various achievements during the academic year 2020-2021. The results of the CBSE Class 12 and Class 10 board examinations were once again outstanding. Coming up on screen are the students who excelled in the board examinations, making ISWK proud. Master Ashfaq Bilal secured a seat in IIT Madras for mechanical engineering, which brought great laurels to his alma mater. We wish Master Ashfaq Bilal greater success in the future. Mrs. Varsha Jaisima of the KG department emerged to be the proud recipient of Best Teacher Award during the Naveen Ashar Khaji Awards for Excellence in Teaching. Mrs. Ambika Padmanabhan and Mrs. Asha Mohan received awards for innovation in teaching. Under the Scholastics and Co-Scholastics category, respectively, Mr. Shifas Baba of the Physical Education Department received the Certificate of Recognition. Their valuable contribution is deeply appreciated. ISWK has always believed in offering the best of services to its students and has improved upon the existing infrastructural facilities available at the various venues housing, nursery and classes KG1 to 12. The afternoon shift has been discontinued and all the students have been accommodated in the regular morning shift along with others. To help accommodate the extra number of sections, the top 2 floors of the kindergarten building were refurbished to accommodate as many as 40 classrooms per students. Avneer, a career guidance program organized under the auspices of the Board of Directors of Indian Schools in Oman, has been organized since 2018 for the students of the Indian schools here. This year, ISWK organized the event in October 2021 and took it to the next level, inviting schools to register and participate from the MENA region, the GCC, India, Southeast Asia and Japan. The 9-day event witnessed an overwhelming number of student registrations crossing the 10,000 mark. 68 universities and 53 motivational speakers addressed the student fraternity. The students and parents gained immensely from the program and are now set to take their better decisions with regard to their higher studies and careers in life. The various activities planned for India at 75, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is an embodiment of all that is progressive about India's socio-cultural, political and economic identity. Healthy competition inspires students to their best, not just good enough. When students compete, they'll become more curious, research independently, and learn to work with others. ISWK always strives to provide competitive learning opportunities to its students in scholastics and post-scholastic areas in the form of various Olympiads and external competitions like IS Quiz, ISTF, ISFF and COMEX. Our learners have made the optimum utilization of these platforms for students to exhibit their skills and competence. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way and shows the way. Leadership skills are imbibed in our students by giving them opportunities to hold positions as office bearers and execute the same successfully every year. This year, the investiture ceremony of the Student Council and prefects, both at the primary school and the senior school, was conducted virtually. There is always more to learn and new skills to attain. And ISWK has proactively backed this belief by conducting several online in-house workshops to keep the school staff abreast with the latest developments, especially in the field of information technology. After 18 months of quiet corridors and empty classrooms, it was a delight to welcome our students back into the building. The extensive preparation and planning put into making school re-entry safe and welcoming is a testament to the care and commitment of all the ISWK staff. School resumed hybrid classes in phases with effect from October 2021.
Everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. Let's now witness the events conducted through the year by each of the departments. It takes a big heart to shape the little minds. Our teachers virtually celebrated various events. The Department of English helps to inculcate the language skills in the students through events like storytelling, public speaking, debate, podcasts, and the like. The Department of EVS launched the e-bulletin, which showcases the creative activities of our young learners. The guest lecture on special people and their needs was very informative. The Eureka Science Quiz tickled the brain cells of the student and got them thinking. India's 75th Symposium provided a unique experience for students to present their research findings. Computer science is the operating system for all innovations. At the primary level, DigiSavvy, Hunt, was organized. IT talent hunt was conducted for the students of classes 6th to 12th. The Department of Science provides ample scope for students to experiment and come up with innovative solutions through the setting up of Science Innovation Club. The Echo Club Microgreens was set up to reiterate the significance of natural science around us. The Student Exchange Program, in association with Chinmaya Vidyalaya India, provided a unique learning opportunity. The Department of Mathematics had organized Maths Day Assembly for primary level students and Vision of Infinity, an inter-school mathematics quiz, which was greatly appreciated by all the participating schools. The Department of Social Science conducted Model United Nations Assembly to provide essential diplomatic skills to students. The Department of Hindi conducted Hindi Divas with great pomp and enthusiasm. The Physical Education Department believes that Khelega ISWK, Badega ISWK. The Department of Commerce organized talent hunt competition to bring out the hidden potential of our students. ISWK believes that students should become global citizens while retaining their traditional values. Keeping this in mind, all the important national days, festivals, and events are celebrated through special events. The essence of the festival or the event is portrayed through dance, music, mime, role play, and audiovisual presentations. ISWK looks forward to an amiable relationship with all the stakeholders for a smooth and effective functioning in the best interest of the students. We are the team with the biggest heart, best preparation, deepest passion, strongest togetherness, and will to succeed. Let's create and capture greatness.
Thank you, sir. We pray that the school under your able leadership continues to achieve greater success. May I now invite Anne P. Jiju and Kenza Fatima, our compares from the primary wing, to introduce the program by the students of the primary school.
The affluent heritage of India, one of the world's oldest civilizations, is an all-embracing confluence of religions, traditions, and customs. The highlights of the Indian heritage lie in the treasure of its art, architecture, classical dance, music, flora, and fauna.
This wide variety has made the Indian culture exceptional and inspiring, and has resulted in the entire world still looking up to it in wonderment. The cultural heritage of India flourishes until date, maintaining its original features, but adding to it changes with innovations, which are key indicators of its growth and strength.
The Indian education system has evolved to a great extent from the Vedic days to today's computer age and e-learning. Over the last decade, higher education has been on a steep growth trajectory. India now has the largest higher education system in the world in terms of the number of institutions and the second largest in terms of the number of students. The main aim of Indian education is to inspire the creation of knowledge-based society. India's competitiveness yet foster a sense of cooperation with the feeling of being the world citizen.
Our talented and versatile students from the primary wing present before you Bharatiya Shiksha Pranali, Prachin se Arvachin Tak, an act filled with information and entertainment, projecting the progress and transition of the Indian education in varied fields over the 3 influential eras. It's over to the spectacular presentation that will fill our hearts with awe and delight.
भारत दक्षिण एशिया का एक विशाल और महान देश है। भारत की सभ्यता दुनिया की सबसे पुरानी सभ्यताओं में से एक है। यह एक समृद्ध और घनी आबादी वाला देश है, जहां विभिन्न धर्मों और परंपराओं को मानने वाले लोग रहते हैं। भारत अपनी आयुर्वेदिक चिकित्सा, योग, कला, वास्तुकला, शिक्षा और संगीत के लिए प्रसिद्ध है। यह वन्य जीवों और वनस्पति का खजाना है जो हमें विरासत में मिला है। हमें अपने देश भारत पर गर्व है। भारत में शिक्षा को बहुत महत्व दिया जाता है। यहाँ पर शिक्षा एक ऐसा मंच है जिसमें युवा पीढ़ी को प्रशिक्षित करके उन्हें भविष्य के लिए तैयार किया जाता है। यह व्यक्ति को ज्ञान, कौशल और रोजगार प्रदान करता है। प्राचीन से आधुनिक काल तक हमारी शिक्षा प्रणाली में कई परिवर्तन हुए हैं, जिनके कारण हमारी भारतीय शिक्षा प्रणाली बहुत लोकप्रिय है। वंदे मातरम। वंदे हमारे भारत का प्राचीन इतिहास हमें हमारे देश की पारंपरिक और सांस्कृतिक विरासत के बारे में बताता है। हमारे अतीत की सबसे प्रसिद्ध परंपराओं में से एक हमारी अद्वितीय गुरुकुल शिक्षा प्रणाली थी। गुरुकुल शब्द 2 शब्दों से बना है। गुरु का अर्थ है शिक्षक और कुल का अर्थ है परिवार या घर, अर्थात शिक्षक का घर। यही गुरुकुल विद्यार्थियों या शिष्यों के लिए सीखने और ज्ञान प्राप्त करने का घर था। प्राचीन भारत के नालंदा और तक्षशिला की शिक्षा विश्व प्रसिद्ध थी। यहाँ दुनिया के कई देशों से छात्र पढ़ने आते थे। इस काल में संगीत और नृत्य को भी बहुत महत्व दिया गया।
सम्राट अकबर ने शिक्षा के विकास के लिए कई महत्वपूर्ण कार्य किए। उस समय मकतब में प्राथमिक शिक्षा पूरी करने के बाद छात्रों को उच्च शिक्षा के लिए मदरसों में भेजा जाने लगा। मदरसे उच्च शिक्षा के केंद्र थे। मदरसा ए नसीरिया जाने वाले छात्र डॉक्टर, इतिहासकार, ज्योतिषी, दार्शनिक और गणितज्ञ के रूप में सामने आने लगे।
Shah
भारत में आधुनिक शिक्षा का आरंभ ब्रिटिश साम्राज्य के अंग्रेजों के शासनकाल में मिशनरी शिक्षा प्रारंभ हुई। 1830 के दशक में लॉर्ड थॉमस बेबिंगटन मैकॉले ने भारत में अंग्रेजी भाषा की शुरुआत की। समय बीतता गया और 21वीं सदी में शिक्षा का विकास शुरू हुआ। शिक्षा ने आधुनिक काल में प्रवेश किया, पर अभी भी शिक्षा की मांग और आवश्यकता वैसी ही बनी हुई है जैसी प्राचीन और मध्यकाल में थी। शिक्षा स्वतंत्रता के सुनहरे दरवाजों को खोलने का एक शक्तिशाली साधन है। हमारी शिक्षा प्रणाली परिवर्तनशील है। यह एक लंबा सफर तय करके इस आधुनिक युग में प्रवेश कर चुकी है। आइए भारत की आजादी के 75वें साल के इस अमृत महोत्सव में हम शिक्षा प्रणाली को आगे बढ़ाने का प्रण लें। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
It was indeed a mind-blowing performance. Let's give our little darlings a loud round of applause.
To 1989. This era saw the development of the health sector, beginning with the eradication of smallpox and the launch of India's own telecommunication satellite, a giant leap. This phase also saw the unparalleled growth in space technology that put India on an elevated pedestal.
ऊपर से भारत कैसा दिखता है आपको?
जी मैं बगैर किसी झिझक के कह सकता हूँ कि सारे जहां से अच्छा।
It is indeed a privilege to have such an eminent dignitary as our chief guest, and we are truly thankful for his gracious presence with us. It would be an honor to listen to His Excellency Shri Amit Narang, the Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman, and as it is His Excellency's first association with Indian School Al-Wadi Al-Kabir, on behalf of the entire ISWK family, I would like to welcome His Excellency to address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome His Excellency Shri Amit Narang.
Sir, we are not able to hear you. I think some technical problem.
Can't hear anything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now we are audible.
Okay. Sorry for that. Good evening to all participants, Sheikh Anil Khimji, Kiran Ashrji, Rajendra Vedji, President of the school Alkesh Joshi ji, Principal Nageshwar Rao ji, members of the school management committee, dear parents and children. I'm very happy to be part of this function. And today we are celebrating, ISWK is celebrating 32 years of excellence. So it's a matter of great pride for all of us. It's doubly a happy occasion because today the celebration is coinciding with the celebrations of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And we saw earlier in the program how beautifully the children of the school presented the achievements of the 75 years of independence. So I'm very, very happy to be present at this occasion when we are celebrating these important events. I would like to first of all congratulate the children for their mesmerizing cultural performance, both the senior students and the junior students, the primary school. Warmest congratulations also to the teachers who have been felicitated today for completion of long years in service in the school, as well as those who have been awarded for academic excellence. I was really very impressed by the school report read out by the school principal, as also by the achievements which were listed out by Alkesh ji earlier in his remarks. And it is heartening to note that the children of the school have done exceptionally well. And we all are aware that last year particularly was a very challenging circumstance for school children. So it's doubly heartening to know that the children of ISWK have done well, not only in their academics, but also in their extracurricular activities. That's something which is really commendable. Ladies and gentlemen, since we are talking in the context of education, the foremost challenge for schools, for educational institutions today is to produce children who are fit for future. This is a particularly challenging task in today's world because the world as we know it is changing so rapidly. We are trying to now produce leaders for a world that we don't even know what it will look like. For us, for parents who are here and for other senior members like me present in this occasion, I think you will agree that when we were young, when we were in school, and today's world would really have looked like science fiction. And if that is true, so then for a world 20 years from now or 15 years from now, how that world would look like, perhaps we cannot even conceptualize. So the task for an educational institution today is to produce leaders for that world, not to solve problems that we see today, but to solve problems that will occur in their worlds when they will be decision makers. So it's a particularly challenging task, and I'm really very impressed to see how ISWK is performing that task. Children today who are in the school will grow up as leaders in a world where the concepts that we take for granted, like workplace, colleagues, friends, they would have changed beyond recognition. They have changed beyond recognition even in our own lifetimes. Going forward, children like us will not probably walk to their office or go to their office in a car with their briefcases in hand or their computers in hand. They will probably log on to their work every day remotely, which is now becoming more and more normal. Their colleagues probably will not be the person sitting next to them in the cabins, but perhaps somebody from the African continent or the South African continent, or perhaps even a computer. The children who are in school today, when they grow up, their friends perhaps will not be the ones like us who played cricket with us or who went to the dance classes together. Perhaps these will be remote friends who they would have never and probably never meet in their lives, only virtually. How do you conceptualize producing leaders for a world like that? Even today's world is a world which is, as I said, scarcely recognizable to people like us. We have the phenomenon of the largest taxi company in the world, which owns no cars. We have a company which knows all the answers to all the things in the world, but which produces and owns no content of its own. A world even today where the most valuable product is not the hardware sitting in front of you, but the thoughts and the data which are in your mind, which everybody is trying to capture what is inside your mind. This is today's world already. It is not a distant future. But the world of future will probably be even more challenging, building upon these changes that we have seen in our world already. The children of ISWK will be called to serve on a world where concepts of family, of friendship, of relationships will be altered in a very fundamental way, where these common understandings will be challenged in their minds. They will be called to serve upon a world where they will struggle to be honest. They will struggle to distinguish between what is real, what is fake, what is virtual, what is physical, what is true, what is false. That dichotomy itself is getting more and more blurred. So how do you prepare young leaders for that world? That for educationalists like the leadership of the ISWK, that perhaps is the most important challenge. You will know better as educationalists, how do you produce leaders for a future world? But I thought three things that came to my mind. One is, of course, the most important ability in today's world is the ability to be able to adapt to change. This is going to be the most critical skill that our children will need, to learn, unlearn, and relearn, to be lifelong learners, because nothing is stationary. Everything is moving. Everything is evolving. When we were young, or rather when we were coming into college, one of the most prized skills was programming. You learn to do code is supposed to be, even today, but now increasingly what is more prized is how to hack into a code, not to do the code. And that fundamentally changes everything. So how do you react to a world like that? You react to it by being adaptable to change. A second, which a very important phenomenon which has emerged in today's world is the ability to communicate. So you might have the knowledge, you might have the skills, but unless and until you are able to communicate well to others, to present it well to others, your skills will not be as valuable to the companies that you're going to serve. So this skill of communicating better, knowledge is everywhere, facts are everywhere, information is cheap. How do you accumulate everything and present it in a presentable manner to the public at large, to your companies? That increasingly will distinguish between winners and losers. And thirdly, if we have to produce leaders for this upcoming world, we have to give them values. We have to ground them in human values. Of course, our own Indian values are so important because from very early on, they put in place the value framework in everybody's mind. And that's why Indian children tend to excel when they go abroad, when they do better later in life. So it's very important that these values are continued to be imparted to them. So as long as the children are adaptable, they have the ability to communicate and present well, and their work ethos is grounded in human values, I believe that they will be ready for the future world. And I'm sure that Indian School Wadi Kabir is producing lifelong learners who are adaptable, who are good communicators, and who are grounded in essential human values that will enable them to be leaders of tomorrow. One last bit of thought, we come to school to gain knowledge, and today we are celebrating in ISWK a year full of imparting and gaining knowledge, both from the practitioner's point of view and from the learner's point of view. But what should our approach to education be? I think that's an important question. Some very useful advice comes to us from our own Upanishads. One that I particularly like says, Agyebhyo Granthinah Shresthaha, Granthibhyo Dharano Varaha, Dharibhyo Gyaninah Shresthaha, Gyanibhyo Vivasinah. What does it mean? It means among the ignorant, the well-read person is better. But among the well-read, the one who has understood the knowledge is better. Among those who have understood the knowledge, the one that has assimilated that knowledge into him is his own personality is better. And among those who have assimilated knowledge, the one who puts it in practice is the best. In other words, reading is good, but understanding is more important. Once you have understood what you are reading, it's important to assimilate it in your own lifestyle. But even more than that, the true learner is one who can read, learn, understand, assimilate, and also put that learning into practice. So to children who are present today in the gathering, learn, but make learning a lifelong habit and get used to applying what you have learned in real life. Knowledge has to be applied to do good in the world, to make the world a better place. That is the knowledge worth having. Once again, many thanks to the organizers and to the children who participated in today's function. Many thanks for inviting me for this virtual function. I hope to be able to visit Indian School Wadi Kabir in person very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your words of inspiration. I am sure that we are all going to cherish them. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Not a hope, not a wish, but a keen, pulsating desire which transcends everything, said Napoleon Hill. The price of success is hard work, dedication, and the determination we put in to give our best to the task at hand. This evening, we wish to recognize the efforts of those students who had that desire to excel and had worked diligently throughout the year and have reached the pinnacle of success by securing top positions in the CBSE board examinations in the academic year 2020-2021. This day is a much-awaited day in every student's life, as it gives the returns to the efforts put in by them throughout the academic year. It gives them a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility to aim higher and set new goals. To announce the names of the awardees, may I now invite Mr. Jayaprakash Pillai, the Vice Principal of the Senior School, Ms. Jennifer Robinson, the Head of the Department of Science, Mr. Jagdish Patil, the head of the Department of Computer Science, and Miss Meenu Thomas, a senior faculty member from the Department of English.
Thank you, Franz. Good evening, respected His Excellency, other esteemed guests, dear parents, colleagues, students. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, "You have to dream before your dreams come true." So I proudly present the students who have dreamt and worked hard to make it possible are the proud academic achievers. So it gives me great proud and privilege to announce the Academic Excellence Award of Class 12 and 10 students. We will start with the Class 12 Commerce. The first position in the school goes to Vidushi Jagnani with a 97.6%, and she is also the third position in the Sultanate of Oman. The second position is shared by Abhijit Prasad Nair and Shashank Rajaram with 96.8%. The third position in commerce is shared by Austin Denny and Hasti Milin Sambat with 96.4%. Congratulations, dear students. And once again, congratulations to dear colleagues and parents for motivating these students to achieve this great height. Over to Jagdish Patel. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In a continuation of this proud moment, let's read out the names of the subject toppers for the academic year 2020-2021 for the stream Commerce. The first subject which is taken up here is Business Studies, where Manasvi Hiran, Austin Denny, Sahana Raguraman, Hasti Sampath, Sridevi Babu, securing 98%. Next subject toppers in entrepreneurship, Sridevi Babu, Misbah Fatima, Vanshika Shah, Vianka Vaz, scoring 94%. Next subject topper in psychology, Vianka Vaz, securing 96%. Subject topper in accountancy, Vidushi Jagnani, securing 99%. Subject topper in economics, Shashank Rajaram, scoring 98%. Congratulations to all of you. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Jagdish. Now the toppers of the science stream. Again, it gives me great pride, proud and privilege to announce the toppers. The first position in science stream goes to Asfaq Jalal Muhammad Abbas Nisha, scored 98.8%, and he's also secured the third position in Oman, and he got admission in IIT Madras through JEE Advanced examination. Congratulations, Asfaq Jalal. The second position is by Zaindi Maiti, who scored 98%. Third position is secured by Marina Saji, who got 97.6%. Congratulations, dear students, parents, and colleagues. Over to Jennifer Robinson.
Good evening, dear audience. I'm pleased to announce the subject toppers of the academic year 2020-2021 Class 12 Science. The subject topper in English with 99% goes to Ashfaq Jalal Muhammad Abbas Nisha, Gayatri Rajesh, Sayanti Mehti. The subject topper in physics with 99% Aswak Jalal Mohammad Abbas Nisha, and Santi Mehti. Subject topper in chemistry with 99% were backed by 4 students: Aswak Jalal Mohammad Abbas Nisha, Vaishnav Rajesh Nayak, Gianna Anisha Lewis, and Karthik Ramkumar Menon. Subject topper in biology with 98% was backed by Marina Saji, and followed by subject toppers in engineering graphics with 98%, Adar Abhijit Shetty and Nandana Rajesh. Subject topper in mathematics with 99%, Ashfaq Jalal Mohammad Abbas Nisha. Once again, subject topper in computer science with 98%, Ashfaq Jalal Mohammad Abbas Nisha. Subject topper in the informatics practices with 99%, Karthik Ramkumar Menon, and subject topper in physical education with 78%, Rohan Lobo. Finally, we have the subject toppers in psychology with 96%, Elshiba Paul, Krishna Venugopal, and Shrishti Gurdat Shenoy. Congratulations to all the students, teachers, and parents. Over to JP, sir.
Thank you, Jennifer, ma'am. Over to the academic excellence of class 10. The first position in the school goes to Shan Sheetal Vora, scoring 98.8%. Second position in school goes to Megha Menon Valiya Naduvat with 98.4%. And the third position goes to Antariksh Das with 98.2%. Congratulations, dear students. Once again, congratulations to the parents and the teachers for motivating these students to achieve these great milestones in their life. Over to Minuma.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations, the trio. Now for the subject toppers of class 10. Mathematics standard, the students with Centamar, Lail Alva, Shan Sheetal Vora, Pranav Joyce, Ashwin Arun, Pavitra Harish, and Megha Menon. French, students who scored 100 out of 100 are Adel Margarida Pinheiro, Mehak Himanshu Purecha, Nikita Rajendran, and Brijesh Kara Singadia. Subject toppers in science with centum scores are Siddharth Sudeep Ramachandran, Ashley Skaria, Antariksh Das, and Shan Sheetal Vora. Subject toppers in English with 99% are Alina Shainu, Nathan Naveen Lewis, Shubham Rao Moila, Antariksh Das, and Megha Menon. Subject toppers in Malayalam with 99% marks are Alina Roy, Arundhati Krishna, Archa Senthamarakshan, and Chris Thomas. Subject toppers in social science are, with 99% marks, Antariksh Das and Brijesh Kara Singadia. Subject topper in Hindi with 99% marks is Abhay Raj Mishra. And subject topper in computer applications with 86% and painting with 95% is Sadesh Rupa Deepak Kumar. Subject topper in mathematics basic with 75% are Sridevi Mohan Raman Iyengar and Zakir Hussain Mehdi Hussain. Congratulations to all the winners. They definitely deserve accolades. Please join in applauding all our outstanding students in their exceptional academic pursuits. Congratulations to all our honorees and best wishes for the much continued success. Thank you.
Kudos to all the proud winners. They certainly deserve a huge round of applause.
1990 to 1999. The decade from 1990 witnessed the opening of India's borders for free trade that spurred economic growth. At the same time, making remarkable progress in art and literature that drew the eyes of the world towards India, which every Indian can be proud of.
May I now invite Saida Hanan Fatima and Trisha Sumit Sharma, our compeers from the primary wing, to introduce the program of the kindergarten section.
In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, a nation's culture resides in the hearts and souls of its people. True, indeed. Our country is an amalgam of people from various ethnic groups that speak different languages, practice different religions, enjoy a variety of cuisines, and celebrate different festivals. The presence of such vast number of cultures, languages, and religions further emphasizes the idea of unity in diversity. As we mark the glorious 75th anniversary of Indian independence this year, our enduring and energetic kindergartners are here to showcase a magnificent and exquisitely captivating merge of colorful dances that are a display of divergent blends, yet an integrated unison of wholeness.
Their diverse array of vibrant performances that have shades of classical, traditional, folklore, and contemporary, and ranging from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, will undoubtedly have you singing. Sare jahan se अच्छा हिंदुस्तां हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा. Raising the curtain to spectacular Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, a stunning performance by the zestful and spirited kindergarteners.
ময়না ছলাৎ ছলাৎ চলে রে পিছন পানে চায় না রে মন দুপুক দুপুক করে রে তর লাগিও তলা রে শাল পিয়ালির বংশিকা ওই জংলা নদীর পারে হেতে তর সঙ্গ লই ঘুর ঘুর করুম এই বাসনা প্রাণে ময়না ছলাৎ ছলাৎ
Boisakini pidan lesa Pepawani sum nisu Boisakini pidan lesa Pepawani sum nisu Sonani chayo Amparane hirhirani bhave Oh ayala mijuni bosani chayo Mijuni bosani chayo
श्यामसुन्दर केरकेदार भूमि जनजीवित फलधान्य सम्पन्न भूमि इत श्यामसुन्दर केरकेदार भूमि मानवर्कु समत നൽകിയ മവലിതൻ മധുരമഹിത ലളിത കലകൾ വിരിയും മലർവാടി ശ്യാമസുന്ദര കിഴക്കിദാര ഭൂമി
Arriba!
Carnaval, carnaval, viva carnaval, 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 viva carnaval, carnaval, carnaval.
That was truly a mesmerizing performance. Let's give it up for the shining stars of the kindergarten section. Cherish your visions and your dreams, as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements, said Napoleon Hill. ISWK is a place where students are provided with limitless scope and opportunities for excelling in whatever pursuits they desire. And this has enabled them to stand out in various fields, to motivate our students as well as teachers and to instill in them a desire for excellence. The school honors individual students and teachers for their exemplary performance in various areas in co-curricular activities. I now call upon Mr. Sanjeev Das, Head of Department Mathematics, to announce the names of the award winners for their special achievements.
Thank you, Disha. A dream becomes a goal when action is taken towards its achievement. Good evening to all. The special achievements are Aisha Mehreen for Hall of Fame Artificial Intelligence International Olympiad. She's from class 6 for the academic year 2020-2021. Shashwat Singh, International Astronomical Search Collaboration organized by NASA. Shashwat Singh, again, for Academic Excellence Scholarship for International Zone for outstanding academic performance in SOF Olympiad. Samit Sijo, first position, logo design, organized by Board of Directors, Sultanate of Oman. Abbas Ajay Jaltare, best all-rounder, Junior League Under 16, Oman Cricket League. Akshaya Ayyappan, winner of Patriotic Poetry Competition conducted by the Indian Embassy. Many congratulations to all the award winners. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
2000 to 2009. The next decade saw India's efforts to eradicate poverty and the launching of various projects to benefit the common man. The world also witnessed India elevating a woman to the highest position as the president of the nation, a testament to our great democratic tradition. India is stable because it is a democracy. This democracy, with the assertion of marginalized communities and the spread of technology, has become deeper.
Sachin Tendulkar becomes the highest run scorer in the history of Test match cricket. It is an extraordinary performance from an extraordinary man.
Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything, said Plato. The Western Music Department will depict the forms of music from the calm and serene to the wild and energetic, and draw a resemblance to our motherland. A nocturne from the snow-clad mountain slopes of the Himalayas, of the north and northeast, a canon that resembles the never-ending winding rivers and modern expressways, the deserts of the northwest to the greenery of the beautiful south, a buzzy life from the fast-paced urban lifestyle in our cities to the laid-back village life. Every Indian strives hard to build our India. The Department of Western Music presents North, East, South, West, Song Without Words. I hope you enjoyed this flamboyant performance by the Western Music Choir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce a very special department called the ABLE Department, which was initiated at ISWK in 2020. Now I call upon Mrs. Roshni Mazumdar to give you an overview about the special team.
A very good evening, Shri Amit Narang sir and all other distinguished guests. It's my privilege once again to address you and speak to you about a very vibrant team that we have in our school, the ABLE team. This is basically the counseling team, and we have a group of very, very efficient, competent special educators and counselors who manage the work of counseling students, of helping them in times of need, trying to sort out their difficulties in learning and solve the learning gaps that they have. We'll now have a video to give you more details on the ABLE team. This ABLE team is headed by Mrs. Rashmi Patankar. She's a very loving and caring leader who sees to it that the best opportunities are given to our children in times of need, exam stress, or any kind of difficulty that children face. Ma'am, with her team, is always ready to extend a helping hand. In fact, the ABLE team considers each child as a precious stone. They see the uniqueness in each child and try to sort out their problems. Can we have the video, please?
Family, well equipped with specialized personnel and services to offer. The department has been instrumental in ensuring the well-being of students and teachers. ABLE team has conducted numerous relevant and informative sessions in the interest of building on the mental and emotional health of the school fraternity.
You can see various activities undertaken by the ABLE team. They not only help the students, they help the teachers, the staff by conducting various activities which are very innovative and out of the box. You can see the mental health day, and we have called people from outside, professors in counseling, experts who have addressed the students, the staff in these difficult times. We all know that we are going through a lot of difficulty during the pandemic, and the ABLE team is always ready to help us. They have various programs or various activities to help everyone. Some of them are the areas that are handled by the ABLE team are personal and individual counseling, behavioral counseling, career counseling, special education needs, concessions and exceptions, social, emotional learning classes, happiness curriculum. This is a very innovative inclusion, and this has been introduced by the board of directors, and it is being conducted in all the lessons for the middle school especially, and they are taught values like self-appreciation, like happiness, which is very needed, which is very, very essential in today's time. So these children enjoy those classes through activity, through discussion, through group discussions. They give vent to their feelings, their opinions. Children who are depressed feel so happy when they speak to the counselors. And all this obviously helps in making what Shri Amit Narang sir said, a better world for our children tomorrow. So thank you so much. And we wish the very best to our ABLE team. Moving on, I hand over to the compere. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. 2010 to 2021. We are here in the present decade where India has achieved unequaled precedence in the world. The eyes of the entire world were on India when she launched the Mangalyaan and then Chandrayaan, making India one of the few nations with advanced space technology, capable of launching her own satellites and that of other nations. Also achieving impressive victories in sports, literature, and medicine. India wins Grammys, gold medals in Olympics, and many more. The vision for Digital India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, impressive milestones towards the road to progress. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bow to thee. Ma Tujhe Salam.
Off in style, a magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup after 28 years. The parties start in the dressing room, and it's an Indian captain who's been absolutely magnificent in the night of the final.
now come to an end of this wonderful program. I'd like to invite Dhruv Rishikesh and Ivana Sujoy Sebastian from the primary wing to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is our honor and profound privilege to propose the vote of thanks tonight on behalf of the entire ISWK fraternity. As we draw the curtains to yet another year of the spectacular virtual Founders Day celebrations, we would like to take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to all who have graced the event tonight. The presence of our Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Sri Amit Narang, the Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman, has added to the grandeur of the Founders Day celebrations. We thank you, sir, for being with us. Your presence has motivated us all, and we are truly grateful to you for taking time out to grace this occasion. We hope that you take back pleasant memories of this evening. We look forward to having you in person on our school campus very soon. We also extend our sincere gratitude and a heartfelt thank you to our chief patron, Sheikh Anil Kimju, who has been our mentor and guide in all our endeavors. Our most sincere thanks to the members of the education cell of the HMA for their unstinted support to the personnel of the Ministry of Education, Sultanate of Oman, the Indian Embassy, and the Board of Directors of the Indian schools in Oman who have graced this occasion with their benign presence.
We would also like to place on record our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Alkesh Joshi and Mrs. Gargi Chugh, Honorary Presidents of the ISWK Managing Committees, esteemed members of the School Management Committees of ISWK, and the invited dignitaries from various schools in Oman for having joined us in the virtual celebrations tonight. We also tender our sincere thank you to our dear Principal, Mr. Jen Rao, the Vice Principals, Supervisors, HODs, and Coordinators for their continuous motivation, guidance, and support. Behind every successful program lies the manifold efforts of our committed faculty for their constant guidance, support, and encouragement. We owe our sincere thanks to each of them. We also offer our gratitude to the unconditional love and support given to us by our dear parent fraternity. To every person behind the scenes from the administration, IT, and all other departments who have made this program possible, we express our heartfelt gratitude and thank you for your contribution. I conclude with a quote. Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. We at ISWK abide by the same. As we bid adieu at the close of this spectacular event, I, Ivana Sujoy Sebastian,
and I, Dhruv Rishikesh,
once again thank you all for your support in making this Founders Day 2021 a grand success and a day to cherish. Thank you, good night, and God bless.
May God keep you in His care until we meet again. It's a big thank you from all of us here at the Indian School Al Wadi Al Kabir. Signing off are your compares for the evening: Disha, Franz, Pawan, Esther, Safin Sarfaraz, Sanvi, Amal, and Kenza Fatima, Saida, Trisha, Dhruv, Ivana, and our team of teachers comprising of Mrs. Usha, Mrs. Lubna, Mrs. Farah, Mrs. Asmat, Mrs. Deepa, our teachers from the primary wing, and Mr. Soni, Mr. Matthew, Mrs. Minu, Ms. Sudeshna, and Head of Department English, Mrs. Roshni Mazumdar, from the senior wing of ISW